Hi, this is Tom Manning with Tower Bridge Property Management. We're here at the NARPM Broker Owner Conference in New Orleans. NARPM is the National Association of Residential Property Managers. They're an organization that's dedicated to education, training, compliance, all things property management, just helping property managers keep up with all the changes that are happening in the industry. So this is one of their larger conferences, the Broker Owner, which is, as the name suggests, targeted at owner-operators and brokers that are running property management companies. And so we're here and we're always looking for ways to improve, provide a higher level of service to our owners and to our tenants. So we're here for the week. We'll be talking with lots of vendors, networking with other property managers, learning best practices. So we're super excited to share everything that we learned in this video. Hi, this is Tom Manning. We're on day 2 now of the NARPM Broker Owner Conference. Day 1 is in the books. It was a really great day out here in the lobby. So day 1, a lot of breakout sessions about technology, management, process improvement, best practices in property management. So a lot of great insights from the different speakers. There was also the Vendor Expo. There's about 50 vendors here, and they're offering every kind of service you could ever imagine related to property management. Anything you can need to run a property management company, there's a vendor here that offers that. So it would include banks, insurance companies, software companies, a lot of professional services companies offering consulting services for different technology, process improvement, just about anything you can imagine. So really good day. And we also had the big party last night was in the Superdome where the New Orleans Saints play. So they had a band and music and drinks, and there was even the opportunity to attempt to kick a field goal, which we'll show a video here of me giving it a not very good attempt. I was a little low and to the right, but a lot of fun nonetheless. So very good time. I'm looking forward to day 2. I agree. Rough. So we're here, day 3 of the conference. Things are starting to wrap up a little. There's one more session. That's the keynote speaker, which starts in about 10 minutes. So overall, it's been a really great conference. Today and yesterday afternoon was really a lot about the general trends in the real estate market right now. As we all know, real estate is a very cyclical industry. And where we're at right now is kind of in a down cycle. Definitely not a crash, but markets are definitely down a little bit on the sales side, probably 5% or so on average from the peak. And on the rental side, similar to that, I'm definitely feeling it more on the multifamily side. So multifamily, there's a lot of building, a lot of apartments have been added. So kind of nationally, there's kind of like a little bit of oversupply on the multifamily side right now. Single family is a little bit more solid, maybe down slightly, but certainly less than multifamily. And that's similar to what we see in Sacramento, where we didn't really go crazy in the pandemic, and following the pandemic, like air markets such as Texas and Florida just really went nuts, and now they're feeling it. Like they're seeing prices in certain regions of those states where prices are down as much as like 20 or even 25%. So we're not seeing that in the Sacramento market, but it was just kind of a good recap of where we're at and kind of a reminder, real estate is cyclical. So we don't want to panic in a down market, and we don't want to get overly excited in an up market. So that was good sessions on that. And kind of the general theme, I would say, of the conference has been AI. Like everybody's talking about AI and how is AI going to change our business? What are the true capabilities right now? Like what functions is it starting to support or even replace in property management? We're seeing a lot of that like in the maintenance area, where there's some pretty sophisticated AI tools that can help support the maintenance process, lead to faster response times and better support. So that's something we're definitely going to be looking at coming out of this conference. We've already done a few things and experimented with some AI tools in maintenance. So we'll look at that again. But overall, it's been a great conference, and look forward to coming back again next year. And we also, we try to do 2 or 3 conferences a year. So we have another one in a couple of weeks in Tampa with our software vendor, Rentfine. I'm going to their conference to learn more about the new services that they're going to be offering and the new capabilities that their software will have. So stay tuned for that one. So that's it.
Now that we're back in the office, here's a quick recap of some of the biggest takeaways and highlights from this year's NARPM Broker Owner Conference and Expo in New Orleans. The week kicked off with an energizing keynote from Marcus Sheridan, who focused on the importance of building trust, creating transparency, and becoming the market leader through stronger customer connections. Throughout the conference, breakout sessions covered a wide range of topics, including financial performance, trust accounting, scaling operations, strengthening team infrastructure, and adapting to emerging AI technologies. One message was clear across nearly every session. Property management is evolving rapidly, and the companies that embrace innovation while continuing to prioritize relationships will be the ones that stand out moving forward. Wednesday featured an inspiring keynote from John DeJulius on the value of human connection in an increasingly digital world, followed by Ivy Zellman's Market Outlook, which provided valuable insight into housing trends and the economic landscape ahead. Thursday wrapped up with Joey Coleman sharing strategies for improving tenant retention and creating memorable customer experiences, before Jordan Muella and Peter Lohman closed the conference with insights into the top trends shaping the future of property management in 2026. And of course, it wouldn't be New Orleans without a little celebration. One of the highlights of the week was Party Gras at Caesars Superdome, where attendees enjoyed a second-line parade, live music, incredible food, and an unforgettable evening together. Beyond the education sessions, the expo hall and networking events gave everyone the opportunity to connect, collaborate, and exchange ideas with property management professionals from across the country. As we wrap up our time in New Orleans, we'll leave you with a few final sights and sounds from a city that helped make this year's conference truly unforgettable.
So we're here in New Orleans, and of course, no trip to New Orleans is complete without a trip to Bourbon Street. So we're down here taking in all the sights. Yeah, so like the second night, you thought we'd come down here, see what's going on. A lot of activity here on Bourbon Street.